third grade MyMath book. We're going to work on pages 153 through 154 today. Hands-on, subtract with regrouping. Sometimes you need to regroup when subtracting. You will use place value to exchange equal amounts to rename the number. Find 244 minus 137 equals unknown. So when you see that square, that means we don't know the answer. We're going to solve for that. So estimate 244 minus 137. I could round 244 to 200, 137 to 100, so it's going to be about 100. So I know my answer needs to be close to 100. My drawing. Use base 10 blocks and draw your model. Okay, so 244 minus 100, I'm going to make it a different color, 37. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the first thing I notice is I cannot subtract 7 ones from 4 ones. So I'm going to regroup one of the 10s as 10 ones. So now there are 14 ones. So I'm going to take this number here, this one right here, and I'm going to actually turn it into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to make a 10 ones, make 10 ones out of this one. So now I still have 3 10s, and then I have this one here, but now it becomes 14. So now I can actually subtract 14 minus 7 is 7 ones. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 7 ones, I'm going to take them away from this number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm left with 7 ones. Now I need to take 3 10s. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And now I actually have no 10s left, and then I have hundreds here, take away that 100, 107. And remember we estimated it would be about 100, and exactly it is 107. 3 10s minus 3 10s. So if I just subtract 3 10s and I take 3 10s away, so I have 1, 2, 3 10s, and I take 3 of those away, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Now I have no 10s left. 200s, 1, 2 hundreds, and I'm going to take one of those hundreds away, so I'm left with 100. So the answer is 107. So the unknown number was 107. Addition and subtraction are inverse operations because they undo each other. So what we can do is we can take the 137 and the 107, which was our answer, we can add those together to see if we get the 244, which was the total. So we're still trying to see if it equals that total. That's how we can check our answer if it's right. 7 plus 7 is 14. 4. Regroup the ones. 1 plus 3 is 4. And 100 plus 100 is 244. So 244, here we go. So in step 2, why did I regroup 110 as 10 ones? In step 2, I did that back here because I could not subtract without regrouping this number because I didn't have enough ones to subtract to begin with. So I had to kind of regroup, break that number apart. So to subtract, I had to subtract. Number 2, what did you notice about the 10s in step 3 when you subtracted them? And I noticed that 3 minus 3 equals 0, so then there are no 10s left. That's kind of fun when they cancel each other out. Number 3, stop and reflect. Suppose after subtracting the ones, there were not enough 10s from which you need to subtract. What do you think you'd have to do? And I know I'd have to regroup 100 into 10 10s, so then you'd have enough 10s. Why can you use addition to check your answer in a subtraction problem? Because the answer to a subtraction problem, if you add the subtraction problem, the answer to a subtraction problem is the difference. So that's the middle amount that's missing for the total. So we could still find the total. The total in subtraction should be the sum in addition because they are inverse, which means they're opposite. And it's right up here, inverse operations.